Oh, I'll get my.
This has to do with it being on a new computer. Okay, so now we're good.
Oh yeah, because it's coming through now.
Yeah. So so it's been 4 weeks, Mike. You could go. You can act shocked again because 2 weeks ago was the virtual expo, and then 2 weeks before that was the last time we played. So it's been 4 weeks.
Wow.
In that time, I've had little time to actually go through the rules as much as I thought I would, but I did go through a bunch of the rules, and I've added now. Even though you guys were allowed to roll these characters up from the beginning, I've officially added all their rules to the where I was keeping it in Roll20. We could still use Roll20 for a capture device for now. John has forwarded me a couple of links to websites that I'm going to check out. That might make it more interesting. But I'd like to capture more. I would like to capture more excitement, more back and forth, more theater of the mind type stuff for the game. So we can do it. It's. I felt. I felt that when we were using Roll20, even. Yeah, hey, Dave, you want to join us for tonight? You're welcome to.
Oh,
So, but
Yeah, we can get Dave in here.
what I
Definitely.
what I felt 2 weeks ago, even though we were okay with Roll20 and it did work, um, I felt we could have easily gone down the slippery slope that John had mentioned before we did a reboot, which was in Roll20 things could drag on, and then don't forget we don't want to use Roll20 all the time. We want to do some role playing in here, and we want to do some in between adventures and stuff like that. So we at the lower levels, there's more fighting. One of the things that here's something that I realized from the rules in basic D&D anyway. At the lower levels, fighting is more prevalent than role playing. And the reason why is because you need to go out there to explore dungeons so you can gain treasure, so you can go and buy the stuff that you want to buy. When you with money, you get experience, but you can also then hire retainers. Retainers were a big thing in earlier editions of Dungeons and Dragons. So that way you can walk around with an entourage, literally. Um, so there's but that was what we that's one of the things that I realized that all the lower levels are focused around getting experience and bringing you up in levels and dungeon delving and diving and stuff like that. Even all the basic modules, which I've started to look at. And that was a topic last night on the Weekly Word, where we were talking about which which are which role playing systems are better suited for role playing as opposed to dungeon or monster or killing combat. So, so what are your thoughts now that we're back here after 4 weeks?
Well, I actually finally figured out my Roll20 issues with the browser, so now I'm like, which I
Save it,
actually,
save it for
which I
Wednesday.
did, which I did figure out what the problem was. Roll20 did an update, and when they did the update, a lot of people that used Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge, it became unavailable for them at the present time. So that was the issue. My issue with that is their browser capability. But I was able to get it finally. So, but I guess whatever we can use, it could be better all for gameplay. That would work better for us.
Okay. All right. So let me grab my notebook, which was right here in front of me. Literally, right before I sat down, it was right. Oh, it moved. Apparently, not so magic. Maybe I in front of me and I was wrong. I will grab a water because I finished the water I thought I was gonna use for this game. And let's go back to town with the three of you. Sound good?
Woohoo!
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Um, I guess Dave is going to do a stream on his own at 10, but he's going to watch and listen to us for now. So thank you, Dave. So, while Rich is away, I'll let everybody know our expo was a great success. We had over 100 players playing online. And Erica,
You
John,
did pretty good. You did. I had a lot of fun.
I was going to say all of us did do participation in a lot of stuff, Rich especially. So everybody give him a virtual high five for the work that he did. John, you too.
I couldn't have done it. Couldn't have done it alone. There were a
Uh,
lot of people that helped out.
was a lot that helped. So
John, where did you send me those links? Discord?
Yes.
Where in Discord?
It was a private message. It was a direct message.
Oh, Lobster Harmonic.
Yeah.
Wow, I've talked to 3 people since you this morning.
Mm.
so
Thank you. Very cool. So, my hand-in notebook. John, which character are you playing? Are you playing both?
Dog? I don't know. It
Just stick
depends
with
on what
one. One is
yeah,
good.
so keeping dog stuff.
He's a dwarf, right?
Yep.
Fighter?
Well, he's just a dwarf.
Yes.
And basic, like I said,
Yes.
dwarf.
I should know this. Yes. Erica.
Yes, I'm Athena. It's also fighter.
Human fighter.
Yes.
Forza.
yes. I don't know who I should I go with Alwyn, who was another one. I do have the dwarf, which is Belnar.
You had 2 basic characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I had Alwyn was the first one. I believe he was an elf. And then I think I did the dwarf. I don't know if the dwarf is a fighter though. I think he might be. Correct?
Okay. A dwarf is just a dwarf.
It's just a dwarf, so he can just do fighter. He can do basically anything, or
No, he's just a dwarf. There's no classes.
yeah. So I'm gonna stick with the dwarf then. I'm gonna stick with Belnar because I like his
Spell his name?
Belnar.
Got it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
'cause he has that nice, cool.
All right, so let's build our world, right? So you return from this dungeon, Dogster. You were showing everybody, and as you guys got outside, you were like, "I'm sorry, guys. I thought I cleared that. That was my bad."
Mhm.
You were like, "My bad," as you dust yourself off.
Hey, I didn't know things would have moved back in there. Like, how often does that happen?
Apparently, a lot more than anybody wants to admit.
Well, actually, it would make sense. If you have like, think about it in an actual real situation. If you have like a pretty decently fortified location, handles weather pretty well, and you have a lot of roaming bandits, monsters, things like that. When somebody finds that there's vacant real estate, like if nobody develops on it, yeah, I could totally see another gang of whatever moving right in.
I am not arguing with you at all, man. I completely understand. So that brings us to all right. So as you walk out of the dungeon, you're like, "Oh, sorry about that. It was clear last time I was there. I thought I took all their heads." So now you're going to head back to the town, which we called
Uh,
John.
what?
Give me a name.
Any name?
Yeah, any name.
Teaport.
Teaport?
Teaport.
Is Teaport a sea town?
It is actually not.
So, okay. But does it trade in tea?
It does trade in tea, and it also trades in wine.
Oh, okay. So there are vineyards out in the fields? And
Yes.
tea leaf fields?
I just want to make sure port is a type of wine, right?
It is a type of wine, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
That
it
it
is.
would
Okay.
fit in this instance. So teaport. So tea and port.
Mhm.
Interesting. I like that. Erica, give me an aspect of the town.
I don't know. It's has a lot of people, a lot of shops.
It does have a lot of shops. Okay, so this is a sizable village, town, city. What is it?
It's more like a city.
Oh, so it's pretty big.
Yes.
Okay, but it's not a port town. It's a port city.
Can we make it a city? I like to shop.
We can make it a city if you really, really want. Okay, so as you return towards Teaport from the hills, from the surrounding hills. Actually, this makes more sense because the surrounding hills have with the various land features, since you are landlocked, right? Is there any type of water that traverses through this town, like a river? Mike?
I would say there's a river close to the town, but it's not in the town. There's like a there's or let me put it like this. There's a river that's just outside of town, and that river flows into a big lake that has a waterfall.
So how does the city itself get water? Why was it built away from the river?
It was built away from the river to protect it from flooding.
Okay.
So that way the town has the flood, but underneath they built like a little aqueduct system from several points from that main river, so that way they can get their water from there.
An underground system of aqueducts and sewers.
Yes, just like an underground, and then if it rains, you know, like our like
Hmm?
our sewers, only without like a treatment plant or anything. It just whatever the waste flows right into the river and the lake and that stuff. So,
Okay. Okay. So because this river floods, that leads me to believe that somewhere nearby there is a swamp.
well, there's a lake that goes into
Mm-hmm.
the river goes into like a big lake, like a Lake George, like right, like a lake like that, and then the lake goes into a waterfall area that's like a swamp sort of.
Is the lake at the bottom of the waterfall or is it the top of?
It's like at the top, kind of like
Okay.
um, Lake Mead with the Hoover Dam.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give everybody an example, how Lake Mead's right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, I
and then the
understand.
Hoover Dam and falls right over. So
Okay.
What about instead of a swamp, you have a bunch of paddies?
That's okay.
Like a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
like
yeah,
where it's like
yeah.
it's like sunken fields, where it's less marshy but more just like wide grasslands. But the reason why like there's not farming there is because it's just like semi aquatic. Like
Okay.
All right,
So at the bottom of the waterfall are these patties. Okay.
all right.
Got it. Athena, where do you head when you come back to town?
Well, how much money do I have?
You guys should have money from last adventure.
I'm looking. Did I?
We
Okay. I want to go straight shopping. Maybe for a new weapon.
You want to go shopping? You're going right to shopping.
Oh, but that's why we agreed to have a city, right? Okay. Wait. What did you suggest? Go eat
No,
first.
no, 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 no. This is you guys. I will put the adventure together, but you guys will help build the world. Um, So that's fine. It's perfectly fine to go shopping.
I want a new shiny weapon.
So, did you record what you guys picked up from last time?
Shoot, I don't know.
My
Yeah.
problem is like because Dogster was a pre-existing character, I don't remember exactly how much he had before. I know that at the bottom of his sheet he has 40 silver, 20 copper, and 10 gold. But I also had above that gold and stuff that I had from other stuff.
Did you guys get experience from last time?
Hmm.
Because if not,
I have that's the problem is like it's been about like a month. I don't really remember.
Okay, I have it written down. I was curious if you guys did, but
No,
I have 390 on mine. That's the number I have on my character sheet.
I think
390
that
experience.
90 it
390.
says here.
I think Erica had 390 and everybody else had 396 because she wasn't
Well,
here
I
for
mean,
everyone else.
Dogster had 590.
Then yeah, that's what we had. Then I had whatever Dogster had.
Well, no, you can't because I've been playing him longer than you had. I had like at least like a
Oh,
good 2 or
so
3 weeks.
yeah. Oh, but I was playing Alwyn too. That's why I think also John.
I have I have it. So give me 1 second to calculate it because I didn't give
Okay.
you experience for monsters last time either because I have my notes and the XP is not added. So you fought 3 giant rats, big giant ones, 5 goblins, found 100 copper. Someone should write this down.
Uh-oh.
You found 100 copper pieces to split amongst you.
Hey,
That
Okay.
might be why I have 20 copper at the bottom of my sheet because if there was 5 of us, I think there was 5 of us.
There was 5, yeah. Because Chris and Will were here with us.
And do you have 40 silver?
Yep, and 10 gold.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys have the money. So what John said is what you guys have as far as coinage.
Yeah,
which
40,
was what again?
40 silver, 20 copper, 10 gold.
Yeah.
And everybody will also take a piece. Everybody gets 120 experience points.
Why? Now I have a question. My experience points didn't carry over for some reason from the last time. Like it wasn't saved on the sheet, and I know I wrote it.
You were probably at the same. You were probably at the same as Erica.
I think I was at the same. I think I was at that 3. I think I was at 396 because I think I killed something else, right?
I don't think that you were. Oh, Erica may have missed a session. So
Yeah.
let's just call it. Let's just call it 510.
Okay.
You're at 516. Erica, you're at 510 experience.
Okay.
So, John, where does Athena shop for weapons?
For weapons. I would say that would be at the former. I would say it's from the former military garrison that's been just essentially reconverted into just a weapons merchant. There was an old militia that might have been based either in or around town that previously was using it as a minor operations, but kind of fell apart for whatever reason, and so maybe one of the higher ups there, whoever was in charge, just converted it to a shop from themselves, or maybe even the soldiers there just converted it to a shop rather than just.
So it's an old barracks. You're saying?
It's an old barracks, yeah, old barracks / storehouse.
What's it called?
The Rusty Blade.
Love it.
I like.
So Athena, you head on down to the Rusty Blade, and as you enter, the door makes a loud squeak, on rusty hinges. And it's just.
Thank you. I was gonna ask for somebody to do it. That was good.
And hanging from, I guess, discarded meat hooks that they found around the city. There's weapons of all sorts hanging down. It is very precarious. It's not a safe environment. Kids should not be running in here because they have like maces and swords hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just above, like, there are aisles, like there's order to it, but there's nothing to stop you from walking into.
I mean, like complete awe and like in a candy store right
yes. So what are you looking for?
now. I think I will know when I see it. I would like a new sword.
A new sword. You can get a, and it will only cost you
$1 million.
600 gold.
That's a lot. Damn it! I'm a poor fighter.
A normal sword or a two-handed sword, your choice. They have both.
I don't have that much money.
They the normal sword is 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, I have 167 gold pieces.
So you do have that much money.
I thought you said 600. Didn't you say that, or I heard
but
you
I was
wrong?
joking.
Oh, but I don't know. All right. So then I got money, and I don't know. I would like maybe something. Do they do customized work?
What do you want customized on it?
I was thinking more like Game of Thrones kind of customized Valyrian steel, and I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas. I want something that will make me look like a badass.
Oh,
that is also nice to carry, and it will go with my outfit.
Oh, you want it color coded? So what do you want? A sword for each day?
No, but maybe have some jewels on it.
So tell me about your outfit.
Well, I may be shopping for that too.
I was gonna say, what do you want them to match? In the meantime, while you think of that,
thank you,
Dogsta and Belnar, what are you guys doing? She runs off. Athena runs off, says, "I'm going to the Rusty Sword," and then just Rusty Blade, and then just darts down a street, weaving in and out of people, and you lose her quickly because for some strange reason she's very agile about it. Something about shopping and Athena go together.
Oh yes, definitely. I'm trying to find out where my equipment would be.
Okay.
Like what kind of armor I would have.
What kind of armor do you want?
I was looking maybe to get some chainmail, but I believe I have it already.
Better check on your.
I do, yes, I see it. No, I have chainmail, I have a shield, so I would probably want maybe a better shield.
There is no better shield. There's only one kind of shield. This is basic.
Okay, so all right. So then I have chainmail.
You can upgrade to plate mail.
And that's about it.
Yep. Dogsta, what are you doing?
All right.
I'm probably heading back to my workshop, which is really just what I call the booth / broom closet in the Strangled Unicorn.
So you literally work out of the Strangled Unicorn?
Yeah. I mean, I need a place to be able to construct my barrels, and then a place that's willing to buy my barrels. So, I mean, what better place than an active working bar that they graciously allow me to use a back booth and a broom closet that I probably am paying way more than I should be. But honestly, just need a place that's going to allow me to work without too much hassle.
All right, so you start heading back. You head back towards the Strangled Unicorn to go check on to go to your workshop, which is where your other character is.
Peyton.
Eaton, right? Sorry.
Yeah, he's probably like out back, like with a tree he might have taken down with his woodcutter axe, like just kind of like chopping it up into planks or boards or whatever
Yeah.
you would use for
Yeah. Okay. All
construction.
right. Excellent. So, all right. So you all you go to your respective places, but you all know to meet back around at the Strangled Unicorn because that's where your shop is, and it's an inn, and everybody else stays there. Why anybody likes the Strangled Unicorn is still beyond me, but I'm gonna let that one slide. This is your world, not mine. Uh.
I like the decorum. I like the tchotchkes.
So you get
They
back
have
to so Athena, you buy your
Yes.
sword.
Yes.
Okay. The sword will cost you 10 gold.
Okay.
Nice and it's shiny. They say if you really, really want gems in the hilt, you're gonna have to cough up a little bit.
Okay. So how much money?
It would be 50 gold to put a jewel in the pommel.
All right.
And you have to give them the jewel.
Oh damn. All right. All right. Just let's. I can always come back,
You
right?
you can always come back.
All right.
You could always come back. Um so Belnar,
Yeah.
you gonna try to buy the plate mail?
Yeah, I want to swap out the chainmail for the plate. So trade in the chainmail.
I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10 for the trade in.
Can you put it up to 15 at least?
12.
All right, I'll go 12 for the chain, and then I would owe you
48.
48. Okay. All right. Deal.
You said that the most we can get is plate mail, right? Plate mail.
Right now the biggest.
That's the highest.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I have that.
You have plate mail?
Yeah.
Good for you. So after you get your sword, you head back to the Strangled Unicorn. It's not that busy this time of day. It's kind of midday. People don't start wandering in until later after they come in from work after they're done stomping the grapes or I don't even know how you process tea. Huh.
you have like the leaves. So like yeah, the leaves you probably have them in barrels with water and allow it to ferment or whatever it
I'm
is.
gonna have
Well,
to.
not necessarily ferment, but
Yeah, I'm gonna look up that process. Look up that
well, think of it
process.
this way: like, all right, you go to a hotel, right? Like you've been to hotels. You know how they have like those giant pitchers with like the water that has like lemons and like
I know
mint
what he's
leaves
talking
and
about.
stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, so they probably have like a filter where they put a bunch of leaves at the top of it, in like a what's that thing that's it's not a
that
strainer.
that's not what I meant. I know how they would make the tea. I don't know how they harvest and everything.
Oh, you probably just have a bunch of like plants and stuff. Like they
Like
probably
I
have
have
like
an
some.
idea on how to make wine. I don't know like do they just pick them and let them dry? Is there a different process?
Yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna
pro-
look it
there's
up.
probably there's probably like some nearby fields where they grow different types of tea plants. Where they have like
Sure. White tea
same way.
plants.
Well, no, just like just lavender and mint and just other. Doesn't necessarily need to be like a wide variety of tea. It could just
Tea,
simply just. Well, there also could be other stuff that you flavor it with. Like an
honey.
orange and mint tea. You just take
There's a
sliced oranges.
there's a lot of bees that surround the area.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's very unfortunate if you do not wear proper protection when you go outside in
That's
the
right.
vineyards.
Bees are everywhere, and it's against the law to kill them.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
because you need to make sure that both the grapes and the tea leaves all get pollinated. So, like, you do not want
Mhm.
to see a couple of people come in and like, oh, look at that guy's beard, and he shakes loose like a dog, and the bees all fly off.
However, wasps and hornets are free game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But bees are against the law to harm in any way.
They probably funnel smoke outside onto like the vineyards and the groves just to make sure that the bees stay clear.
Yeah.
Probably like a lot, or like a lot of those. Well, no, because you need to have pollination. I don't know how they figure it out. Just a lot of mesh. There's a lot of mesh.
They'll figure it out. So, all right. So after about, I don't know, a couple of hours, you're sitting around the table, you're talking with each other. Belnar's trying to figure out how to put his plate mail on without any help. It's it's different than chain. It lays differently. Getting used to it, and it's much heavier. Like I think I can, And he's like, and you're laughing at him. So
I'm showing off my new shiny toy.
yeah.
Oh, this is my shiny toy.
After about, I don't know, about another hour or so, some kid comes bursting into the strangled unicorn, runs right up to the proprietor, whose name is
The proprietor of the Strangle Unicorn.
Boslar.
what was that?
Boslar. Boslar.
Bolslar Golgrind. Okay. So the kid comes running up to him, and he's waving his arms frantically, and he's pulling on his apron, and he's like, you see Bolslar say, you hear him going, calm down, calm down, calm down, throw it on. Speaking gibberish, come over here to the table, and he walks him over to a table right by around you guys, and the kid starts rambling, and he starts rambling about, and it's very 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 choppy, and you only catch like every third word because he's talking so quickly, but you hear something about his dad. He got dragged away, and they're gonna kill him. He was in the field, and it was and then they came, and they burnt the shed, and he just goes on and on about that. That's what you hear at the table.
Interesting.
Now he says they. Does he give any kind of like descriptive, or just like that like with like scales, fur, fangs, teeth, blades, anything like that, or not really?
Do you ask him?
Well, I'm intrigued, so I want to go and ask him to repeat, to tell us in more detail what he saw.
He's like, hi, they were like not goblins. They were bigger. They were meaner.
Hobgoblins.
They were yes, that's what they were. I didn't understand what they were saying, but one of them spoke English, and he.
I mean, common.
Yeah, common. Whatever.
Common. Okay.
One of them spoke T-Portian. T-Portesque.
That's funny.
All right.
Well, I get to his eye level, and I'll ask him for his name. What's your name?
Mike, what's my name?
What is your name?
Mike, what's my name?
I'm trying to think of one. His name is... Now, what is he again? I'm sorry.
Young boy.
Human?
Human. About 10.
His name is Bob.
What is Bob?
Yes.
And we have our first Bob of the campaign.
Or Robert. They call him Robert.
I go by Bobby.
Bobby. Yes.
And
okay, Bobby.
And we were we were out in the field and we were checking the grapes because it's not time for them to harvest yet, so we can't pick them yet. We have to leave them on there, but we still have to check it because every once in a while there's something that sometimes there's bugs or something like that, and we have to get them off there, and we have to make sure that they're protected, and we have to put netting around them so that the bees don't eat them all. But we need the bees so that they can pollinate them. But we were out there, and then we were attacked by these things. They ambushed us. We never saw them, and I ran. I didn't know what to do. I ran away. I mean, then I tripped. I think because
I interrupt and I grab him by his shoulders
What?
and I said, "It's okay. It's okay. Just take a deep breath." Do you know approximately how many of them were to your father?
I saw 3.
Okay, so we're dealing with 300.
Okay.
I saw 3, and they said they were going to be back with more. They were going to burn the fields.
So they're probably going to be coming back with not just 3. They're going to be coming back with a full dozen, probably, most likely.
Well,
Right.
I go to my 2 comrades and I feel touched by the kid and I feel
Hello,
bad.
comrades.
Whatever.
I say that to dog as I'm overhearing this. So
I said, guys, I think we should help him.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
no, definitely we need to help him and his family.
Well, I'm concerned about the dad.
I'm concerned about the whole family in general, and then possibly their crops or whatever they have.
So, Bolslar explains that Bobby's family is the provider of the grapes for the strangled Pinot Noir.
Mango Pinot Noir. Ooh.
Yes, the strangled Pinot Noir. It's actually a town favorite, and
Okay.
he brews it. He ferments it in the basement.
All right.
So
It's definitely an incentive to help out as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an incentive. So
which is probably why Bobby came here. It's the only place in this. Bobby doesn't come into the city. It's the only place. He has one of the barmaids bring Bobby into the back as he's telling you the rest of this. Says Bobby's parents they're good people. They keep the grapes flowing and they contribute.
All right. How far is Bobby's family from out of town?
It's probably a good 2-hour walk outside of the city. They're one of They're one of the closer vineyards, but still 2 hours.
All right, they're closer. All right.
But no, I apologize. They're not one of the closer ones. The 2-hour walk puts them on the outskirts of the vineyards.
So we're just on the outskirts of the vineyards then.
They are. Their vineyards, one of the vineyards that touch the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I meant. All right. What time of day is it?
Thursday.
No, what time?
What time of day?
What time of day?
It's probably closer to evening.
So I think we should probably stay the night and then venture out in the morning.
Okay.
Especially if it's about a 2-hour hike, we'll wake up a little bit earlier. Bobby, is that all right? Or do you have to get home now?
Bobby is not there. Bobby was walked into the back.
Oh, he walked into the back. Okay, so I'm talking with everybody else. All right, you know what?
Well, can you be a little more precise about the time of day?
Like it's about night. It's like
it's pre dusk.
It's
okay.
dawn.
All right.
Pre-dusk. Dawn's in the morning. I'm sorry. So it's about dusk. Let's see. Yeah, I think we should get some dinner, and then I think we should stay here tonight. and then before Bobby leaves, ask him where the fields are, and then go there.
Balsar says I can tell you where the fields are. Should be pretty straightforward for you to get there. I'm gonna keep Bobby here for the night. You guys are gonna head out. We'll head out after you guys leave.
Okay.
We're leaving at first light, right?
Yeah, we're leaving bright and early in the morning.
All
So
adventurers always like to leave at first light. Nobody likes to sleep in.
There's no time for that.
there's literally no time.
Okay. All right. What do you do for the rest of the evening?
Drinking.
All right.
What?
I'm a dwarf. What else do dwarves do?
I'll invite you guys some drinks.
That's
Dwarves
nice.
drink.
So
Well-
the drinks are on the house tonight because you are going to be doing a favor for Balsar and Bobby.
Ooh, I want to try that. I can't pronounce what you said
The
before.
strangled Pinot Noir.
Yeah, that.
You don't like it. It's not sweet.
I don't definitely like it as a dwarf. Wine. Ugh.
Like, what
Actually-
is this stuff?
Actually, it's pretty good by all other standards. For a wine, even the dwarves like it.
Apparently, I don't.
This dwarf. This dwarf's a beer drinker.
Too bad he doesn't make beer, but he's got a lot of ale, some mead.
That'll be fine.
All right. What are you drinking up there, Dogsta?
I'm probably just having like whatever the house brew is.
Okay. All
Not
right.
drinking too much because I want to get some work in before the next day. You know,
Okay.
these barrels that are going to contain all this alcohol don't make themselves. You know.
This is true.
Yeah, that is
And
definitely true.
you notice Peyton has not been not keeping up his end of the bargain.
I mean, not keeping up his end of the order. All he has to do is cut down trees and stuff. Like,
Oh, he's been cutting the trees down. He just hasn't been cleaning them.
Oh god.
well, no, that's the trick. You know, you gotta leave the woody earthiness into it, so some of it soaks into the ale. You know, that's real oak that you got.
No. I mean, he's not cleaning
not
off
pulling his
the
weight.
branches and stuff like that. He's just cutting them down. He's like, I did it. What? I did it. I said your words.
Yeah, you know, get some birds, birds nests or whatever in there, like whatever.
Dave is drinking salamander sangria.
Look, he just has to cut them into boards. Dogster has to basically like sand them down and to shape them and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
he doesn't have as many boards ready as you would have hoped, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, so the rest of the night goes by pretty uneventful. The regular crowd comes in. It's a little somber as you hear a couple of people talking about, the rumors that Bobby's farm has gotten around, and it has some of the locals a little nervous, but not because this is a larger city. The farmers don't come in all the time because there's no need for them to. So the locals are really kind of locals, but it did spread pretty quickly. This is you guys are in a common area. You're not like a middle class or upper class area city. You're in a common area, so you hear all these rumors and stuff. So the rest of the evening goes by pretty uneventful, and you get going. You wake up the next day, first light, and you get going, and no one is awake.
No, Peyton's probably up. He's probably up first thing in the morning, cutting down trees.
Yeah.
He likes to do it away from all the people, so like
So, you guys set out. You
Yeah.
follow the directions that Balsars gave you, and he gave you one other. He said he said something cryptic. He said, "Just be careful. What is it? The Crawley burrow diggers." That's what he said. Just watch out for the Crawley burrow diggers. And you say to yourself, I don't understand why that man just can't speak. So
I don't know why either. That's interesting. So,
yeah, just call them moles like everybody else. You know?
no, these six-legged.
Yeah, mole. The crazy. You step in a mole hole, you break your leg.
Well, that's thick, like it, so that could possibly mean spiders.
So, only if you pulled two of the legs off a spider. When you get to the farm,
No, you're right.
the first thing that you notice is this. Actually, before you get to the farm, you can kind of see the smoke rising. And as you get closer, you realize that the shed has burned down. It hasn't spread from the shed. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but it does. But it hasn't spread. It's just smoldering down to the ground. Protect their crops. There's a between all the buildings. There's a barren area so that fires don't spread to crops, and a lot of dirt and sand and gravel that they put down. Some of the not everybody does it, but some of the farms do it.
So did they anticipate that there was going to be an attack coming, and they did that deliberately, or is that just
Well,
something
no,
they
it's
always
it
have
probably just
done?
makes sense of like just to make sure you don't want to like put your groupings of things too close
Yeah,
together. It's like what
Yeah,
if there's a thunderstorm and like a shed gets struck by lightning, you know?
yeah. It's
yeah.
pretty much a safety precaution just to protect the crops, protect all your other buildings.
So now you
So
said the fire hasn't spread, but what's the overall look of the rest of the farm? Does anything look like it's been kind of trashed? Does
no,
anything look like it's gotten beaten up any more than?
no. The farm looks. It's just very quiet, and you notice the front door is open to the
Hmm.
farmhouse.
Okay.
Are there any tracks?
Yeah. There's actually tracks there's tracks all over the place in the dirt. There's some that leading from the farmhouse that lead out to the road. Some of them are obviously Bobby's, you can tell. Um, but there's a lot of activity going in and out of the farmhouse, but you can't distinguish between a lot of boot tracks.
Anything that looks like drag marks?
Hmm. No, but Bobby did say it did happen in the future.
Hmm. Oh, just checking just in case if there's anything else that they dragged.
Sure, sure.
I'm
Um,
wondering if do we see any like goblin footprints at all?
no, goblins wear boots.
Okay. So do we see any small boot footprints then?
Not too many.
There's not
Not
that
too
many
many.
Shetland ponies on the farm.
What I was thinking of is more maybe like the goblins had just hobgoblins just attacked, and they were ready to um, they attacked during the night, and then we showed up.
Okay. Nothing. Nothing seems too much out of the ordinary. Like I said, only the front door is open, but it doesn't look like anything's been ran.
Okay.
I want to listen at the door. Like I want to head over to the farm. I want to
Sure.
listen at the door before stepping inside.
Okay. All right. Give me a roll.
Do I roll or do you roll?
I roll. What's your roll?
What for?
6, right?
Dwarven listen at doors.
You hear silence. Yes.
Question. We're using Roll20 or we're using regular or
That
dice?
I will leave that up to you. You could do whatever you want.
I could you might need to know what your modifiers are, but I could throw in the Zoom chat the dice the dice site.
I would rather. I have so much dice. I would like to use them, so I'll
Yeah,
I'll
fine.
roll the dice, but I'll have my character sheet up. So
Go ahead. So you hear silence, John, throughout the
Hmm.
house.
And I've got dark vision. Is there light inside the farmhouse? Is it like pitch black? Like what's it look like at least from the outside?
It looks empty. You can see where light spills in on the inside. You don't see anything. There's
Yeah.
several windows.
I'm gonna go to one of the windows and kind of peer inside.
Okay. You peer inside what looks like to be the kitchen and common area.
What's the general like layout? Like what's it look like?
Um, like it takes up the whole front of the farmhouse,
But
and
let me rephrase. Like, does it look trash? Does it look
no, no,
like
no. I was getting to that. I was going to say that it
okay.
takes up the whole front, and it looks like It looks like a meal had just been finished, but not cleaned up yet, which kind of would make sense.
So it looks. All right, that's interesting.
Well, they were probably sitting down to like dinner or something, or a meal. They're for the they're probably the attack happened, and then just they left it in a hurry and never weren't able to go back for it for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Happen. I'm going to peek my way inside. I think I'm going to go to the door and I'm going to gesture to everybody else to kind of like just hold for a minute or two, and then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna step inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna push the door open with my warhammer, just kind of like.
It doesn't quite squeak that much, but it does open. Yeah. Seems to be empty. There is a door. There are 2 doors in the back of the common room.
Do they look closed? Are they ajar?
They're both closed.
They're both closed. I'm assuming one's Bobby's room.
Bobby.
I'm gonna shout out in common.
Bobby.
Hello! Is anyone here?
You don't hear anything in return.
I'm gonna shout it in Dwarvish, just in case.
Nothing comes back.
These are humans, so there's nobody speaks Goblin right over here.
I think. Look, I think that the goblins are probably long gone. I think it sounds most likely like they probably came in, did whatever they wanted to do and then just took off.
All right.
I'm gonna just check those doors really quick. Like I'm not doing too thorough of a search, but I'm gonna just like kind of cautiously open up one of them. The one on the you said there's 2 of them, right?
Yes.
So if you open up, then I'll follow behind you.
Okay. Which one do you open up? On the right?
There's like a left and a right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up the one on the left.
Okay. So you push open the one on the left.
I'm gonna like open it, but like I'm gonna turn my body with the door.
Would you
like think of it like this? Like, so the door, like, does it open in or it opens out?
It opens out.
So I'm gonna be like that in case if there's, let's say, anything like, you get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
And then I'll be right behind him. I guess. I'll be right behind him. Dagger.
Wait.
Right.
So you're both gonna be behind the door, and your dagger's gonna be in his back?
No, he's gonna open the door, and then I'm gonna be there. Like he's gonna open, and then I'm gonna.
No, I tell you to get on the other side. Like, don't stand behind me. Just stand by the other door.
That's
That makes sense. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm in the proximity, but like further behind.
Okay. All right. Good. Just checking. There's nothing in this room.
All right. Since I'm by the other door, I'm gonna use Dwarven Listen at door.
You hear something behind the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock on the door, and I'm gonna say, "Bobby, are you in there?"
What are you talking about? Bobby came back to town. He's the reason why we know we're here.
Oh, but I thought the bar owner said he was gonna bring him in the morning before we got there.
No.
Oh, so then I'm gonna knock.
The noise stops.
So
you hear something, and you hear scrambling.
Okay.
That's what you hear.
All right, that's what I hear scrambling inside. Could be his. All right.
After I open up the door, I kind of peer around the side of it into the open room now, and what do I say?
You mean of the second door?
No, the door that I opened.
Nothing. It was a bedroom.
Nothing. You had
It's
nothing. That's why I checked the other door. That's why I listened at the door, and then I thought Bobby was already back.
No, I got confused by Mike. I got
I got
What are you
confused because
talking about?
I thought Bobby was already back.
No,
I got a little-
no. We are looking for his dad and also the hobgoblins.
I was actually a little confused myself. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
All right, so you hear noises in that other room.
So
Then you hear a small thump, and you
A
no
small-
longer hear noises.
all right,
Alright.
so I'm gonna open the door then.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna put my dagger and I'm gonna have my shield out just to like block anything that comes in.
Okay.
So
You
what do I see in the room as I
so
open?
so as you open the door, you see what was probably Bobby's room, and everything is all messed up. There's a makeshift mattress overturned, a chair on the floor. I mean, it's a pretty well furnished room for farm boy, but everything is all over the place. There's clothes on the ground and an open window.
Great.
Is there any dust or anything that could possibly say that the hobgoblins were in there?
Dust? There's no
Yeah.
dust anymore. There's
The
clothes
room
everywhere.
is trashed. Like the room is trashed. Like if whatever was in here probably just scurried out the window. So
Yeah, well, no, I was saying maybe there was dust on the windowsill or something that they left like a print or something, like a handprint.
Or dust in the wind. Could be dust in
Yeah.
the wind, right?
Yep.
I went over I heard. I'm assuming that I heard the scampering too. Was it loud enough that I heard it from the from the other doorway?
Yes. Yes. After he said that, everybody heard the scampering.
I'm gonna run and I'm gonna peek inside the room, and when I see that it's trash and when I see the open window, I'm gonna bolt for the outside.
As,
And
as he
I'm gonna shout for Athena, window, and I'm gonna kind of point like I'm gonna do like a this gesture.
Okay.
to go around from the other side, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, so I get out of the house and I go around to try to see if I see anything.
Yes. You see running down the rows of grapevines. You see a figure. You can't get a good look at him because they're running down one of the rows.
All right, guys, somebody's running.
So I'm gonna climb through the window and then I'm gonna run after.
I'll follow.
You're gonna go back inside and run through the window.
Already outside. He's getting out the window. He said and starts running.
Yeah,
I'm already outside.
it's gonna take him a little bit longer. You've got a head start.
I was gonna say, can he clear the window?
We're gonna find out.
Okay, then I start running and I said I'm gonna go after it. After him or her.
What's your dexterity?
My
Not yours.
My-
Not yours.
Okay, good.
11.
11? All right. You scramble up to the window, you hoist yourself over, and you fall hard on your plate mail. This was not the activity you should be doing in plate mail. So you start to dust yourself up. As you start to get up, Dogster's just passed you like by a lot. And then so you get into one of the rows, Athena, and you see towards the end of this first row, you see a figure. Looks like a little goblinoid creature.
All right, so I have my short bow with me. Can I shoot?
You could try to shoot, sure. He's just within long range. So it's at -1.
Okay, so okay.
It looks like he's running.
You see it? You get it?
Are you in roll 20?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard the roll 20 blue.
I hope you don't kill this thing.
Well, I'm aiming.
No,
I'm aiming at the leg.
No.
you missed him.
Did he see me?
He does now.
No.
It looks like he's heading straight at the end of 2 rows of grapevines. There's a little bit of a clearing, and then the beginning of some woods. And it looks like he's heading towards the woods.
I'm gonna try to beam him with my sling.
He's out of range of the sling.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought the sling range. He's more than 160 feet away.
that's not the range on a sling.
Sling, it's short range is 40, medium range is 80, long range is 160.
What's on a longbow then? I mean, what's on a bow?
Short
Yeah.
bow is 50, 100, 150.
And a longbow?
I don't have a longbow.
That doesn't make it. I'll take your word for it, but that doesn't make any sense.
Well, we can double check. Range of sling, basic D&D. What's the point? Oh no, that's 5e. I just want old school D&D.
That's okay. I'm good. I'm good with it. That's fine.
I mean, it's a -1, so
No, it's fine. Go ahead. You can roll.
all right. It is my dex, no dex bonus, so it's just a D20 -1. I'm gonna roll the old-fashioned way. Yep, and knock it off my desk. That's a 4, so that's oh god, armor class way down there.
You definitely missed.
I'm
You
trying to remember what the math was. It was 19. It's 19 minus the roll, I think. I can't remember what the formula
Oh, I
is.
have it. Let me see.
Rich, I'm going to be AFK for a second.
Let's put it this way:
So, minus-
a four definitely does not hit.
no.
It's 8. It's 19 minus. Oh yeah, DR minus
Oh,
1.
it's right. It's 19 minus whatever you roll plus your bonuses. So it's like, yeah, no. So I hit like an armor class 15.
So you missed so bad. You didn't hear your rock. You didn't hear your slingstone hit the ground, but you did hear it hit something. Not quite sure what.
Uh-oh.
But now you hear. Now you hear the movement of legs.
Movement of legs.
Oh yeah,
Then we piss somebody off.
something is moving in one of the other
One of the
aisles.
vine.
Yeah, one of the other
Aye.
rows of vines. So you're Athena. I take it you're still running after this guy.
Yes.
Okay,
Can I try shooting again?
sure.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I see. I see. It sucks. I'm still drunk from last night.
Yeah, apparently. This is why you don't leave at dawn.
That
You want to
sucks.
leave while you're inebriated, so this way you you don't you.
Leave in the middle of the night or don't leave at all.
I was gonna suggest to go last night, but nah.
Okay. Okay. So you get to the end of the aisle and you seem to be gaining on him. What's your dexterity again?
Mine is 5.
That's right, you have a 5 dex. So you get to the end of the aisle and you don't see one of the grapevine roots sticking up or sticking out a little bit too far, and you trip. And you slide halfway across the opening between 2 sets of grapevine. And you see, dog, so you see that Athena falls flat on her face and slides.
You better don't laugh at me.
And as she's starting to get up, and you're running towards her, you're running full speed. As she starts to get up, she looks at you. She sees, and then she sees something crawl over the vines behind you, and she starts screaming at you to run faster.
I am.
Athena, you see an insect of some kind. It looks like an ant. It looks like a giant ant.
Oh, I hate those.
It just climbed over the the grapevine into the aisle and is running after John.
Run!
Right, I'm sorry, it's running after Dogster.
I'm running towards you as fast as I can.
Faster!
What do you like? I don't have.
What's coming after you is no puppy.
What do you mean? What's coming after me? I'm coming after you.
So what are you doing?
I listen behind me.
Yeah, Athena, what are you doing?
I get off my behind,
Okay.
and I want to try to shoot at this thing. I want to help my friend.
Okay.
I see her aiming a bow at me, and I immediately drop to the ground. I'm just
Okay.
like, ah!
Okay. Take a roll.
Dodge.
Go ahead.
What do you want me to roll?
No, not you. You're fine. Athena,
Okay.
roll attack.
Okay. Oh, come on. Please be good to me. Okay.
Yes.
Woohoo!
That's an automatic hit.
Ah, good.
And you did 6 damage.
Wow. Nice. So, Dogster, you see the arrow screams across your head.
Basically over my head, yeah.
Goes over your head, and it. Ooh. Not realize that. And you hear it go thud, not on the ground. You hear it hit something, and you turn. And as you turn, you see a giant ant go bearing down to grab at you, and then the arrow strikes it, and it backs up.
You make a weird monster
like,
sound.
or I don't know if you remember when we did it with Conklin, but that's how ants speak with their feelers.
Yeah.
So it's less than it screams and it just does this.
Right. It's like excited.
Well, I don't know. In that movie, what is that? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They make weird sounds when it was dying. So I was looking for
It's
something
not
like
dead
that.
yet. Kill it first, then we'll see.
Oh, jeez. I go to just bash it with my shield because I figured when I probably drop to the ground, I probably put my shield over my head. I'm gonna just smash into this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll d20. Oh, that is a 15 on the die, and on the character sheet, I'm pretty sure he's got a +1 attack melee. Yeah, so he's got a +1 strength, so that's 16. So that's armor class 3.
Hit.
Nice. Should I roll for the shield damage?
D6.
Should I add my strength?
Yeah, why not?
4 damage.
It
4
hits him.
damage.
Yes, you hit him and you knock him. His face, he gets knocked into the grapevines. Roll initiative. That was all in the surprise round, so to speak. Athena surprised it.
I'll roll since I'm closest.
Oh yeah, I'm still far away. So
6.
Okay, you guys go first. Athena, you can attack.
Okay. Oh shit. 1 second. Oh. Ooh.
What'd you get?
I see 8.
No, that's not gonna do it.
no.
Another arrow goes flying over. At this point, Belnar,
Yes.
you start running down the aisle, and an arrow almost goes right into the grapevines to your left, and you're like, "What the?"
Sorry.
And you look, and you see a giant ant fighting Dogsta?
Well, I'm gonna take out my short sword and get ready for combat.
Okay. Dogsta,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm going to pull out my warhammer and try to bash this thing.
Do it.
Oh, and I just launched my D20 into my box.
Into your sandwich box?
No, I have a like a little box at on my desk, but oh, that is armor class 0.
Hit.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Warhammer is D6 plus 1. 2 damage.
You hit it again, and it's looking like that your blows are landing. It's just, this is a resilient creature, and it goes to launch at you.
Really? Wow, I'm surprised it's not been spooked off yet.
Ooh, so sorry.
Uh-oh.
What, did it hit me?
It did hit you.
You didn't even ask me what my armor class is.
I didn't have to in this case. Oh, I thought that was the number of. That's the damage. So much.
So how much damage?
3 points.
Oh, that's not bad.
Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. So it bears down on you and goes and snaps at you with its mandibles. I don't have them to show you, but you know.
Yeah.
And it pinches through your arm. Initiative.
How far am I away?
You'll get there.
That was everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll close the distance this round.
Okay. So, John, I guess you roll it since I'm not even there.
How about Athena rolls
again,
it?
Sure. But yeah.
Well,
Athena.
John can do it.
Oh, you can do it.
I don't see it here in the where do I hit?
It's next to down by your weapon. There should be an initiative.
Down by my weapon.
Just looking, yeah.
Sorry guys, I don't see it.
I got it. It's just
Thank you.
We got 1, so
That's a shame. Do. It missed you. What is your AC, by the way?
my AC is armor class 2.
+2?
Did my AC go up when I got that armor?
I hope so.
I have to do that.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is at an 11. My armor class right now is at a 4. That was with the chainmail.
Yeah, no, this would be, you're going to have a 2.
That's also with a shield, right? You have a shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, just making sure. So we attacked and missed?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Athena,
yes.
If you look on your character sheet, next to where it says dexterity, keep going across the line. It says AC, ranged attacks, initiative.
Oh, yes, I apologize. I see it.
No, don't apologize. I didn't see it at first either, but I knew it was on the page. I just didn't know where.
All right.
So now you know for next time. All right, you guys attack. The creature missed you, John.
Can I try to push it away, like back it, just to give it a little bit of space between us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Roll a d20 for that.
Roll a d20.
That is.
I still don't have enough monitor space.
How?
Well, I didn't get my third monitor yet. Sorry, go ahead, John.
You mean third monitor?
Yeah, I got jealous when my friend Mike said he had a 27-inch, so I bought a new monitor.
I mean, I have just one monitor. I even have those monitors you gave me, but I don't have a place to put them all up. But they're also kind of outdated, so.
I also ordered a wall mount.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Anyway, I rolled altogether total. It was an 11 because it was 10 plus 1. So I rolled an 11 on whatever it would be that I was trying to accomplish.
I don't think I think you give yourself enough space, but nothing he couldn't close that it couldn't close the next round.
Then I'm going to at least move closer to Athena. Like
Okay.
even if it's going to give chase, I'm going to at least kind of close the distance between us at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it another target. I agree.
Thanks.
You gave yourself enough space where it doesn't snap at you as you run away. Athena.
Right.
All right, so I want to use my new toy. So it's called Slayer.
So you're gonna charge in.
And I'm gonna aim for the belly.
All right, so you're gonna charge in, and you're gonna charge in past Dogsta as he's running towards you.
Yes, I want to scare him again.
So he's running. He's just looking behind him, and you hurdle him.
And I'm screaming
And
as I'm running towards him, like ah, like that.
So Dogster, you have this crazy human running towards you as you're running towards her, screaming at you.
And my sword is like this. So just so you know.
Like
So you dive under it again. Athena, attack.
This crazy woman. Do I have to input any minus bonus on this for a sword?
No. What's your strength?
14.
that should be a +1.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Okay.
So it's a +1 to the hit and a +1 to the damage if you do hit.
All right. So I put So does it automatically if I put it? It is bonus dash minus. Do I put 1? Right. 1. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I hit, right?
-1.
Armor class 3, yeah.
Yeah, armor class 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Woohoo! Not so crazy now, huh, Dogster?
I don't know.
But you did 2 damage.
That's something.
It's like ichors flowing down your sword, getting all over your hand, like ill, slimy, gross stuff.
That's what I'm aiming for. So
And it's still alive, and it's
I
coming
go
down.
like this too, like this, like that.
Go ahead, Belnor. Belnor.
Belnar.
Sorry, Belnar.
That is going to be a miss.
Let me say that.
I'm going to let you know.
All right.
So I swing, and because I'm like, I was chucking and almost had an arrow hit me, kind of distracted me a little bit, dodging, so I lost footing and just swung my short sword and went like right over its head.
So you went under its head. It's a giant ant.
All right, so I went under like the whole body.
Yes, you went under. Also because Athena stabbed it and it reared up. So what you were aiming for, it moved out of the way, and then it comes back down. And initiative.
I got it.
Okay.
Hold on. 2.
It goes first. So it will go for odds Athena, evens this tasty little dwarf that just landed underneath it.
Okay.
Oh, Athena, it did not like you stabbing it in its belly. What's your armor class?
It is 7.
It hit you.
I figure. I think I pissed him off.
How many hit points you got?
Oh God, 8.
8. It did 7.
Oh, that little
wow.
bastard!
It did 7. It came down on you and got you right through your armor, and you're feeling it. It got a weak spot in your armor, and you feel it.
We can't curse on this, right? Okay. I'm cursing in my head.
You can. It's late. Late enough.
said,
Yeah.
hello.
I'm gonna try to just bash this thing with my warhammer in the face now that it has like a its pinches on like Athena's leg.
Yeah.
Avenge me.
Not dead yet.
Almost dead.
Hold on. When do I die?
You might be dead if it hits you again.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm so
then,
pissed. I don't know.
Why is
I
it
may die with some dignity.
I'm a class 5.
No. That misses.
Well, it's because I got a 14, so it's 19 minus 14 is it's 5.
That's a 5. I have it actually right in front of me.
Dang, this thing's got a stronger AC than 5, and it's big. Huh. Must have
Yeah.
a thick carapace.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, it's up to you.
It's up to you, Mike.
Kill this thing.
Nope. Rolled a 9 on the dice.
Oh my god!
Initiative.
I got it.
John's got it.
got it.
Uh-oh.
1.
I called it too.
All right. So everything that happens simultaneously because I also rolled a 1.
No.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit it. No.
Athena.
Use my sword again. Okay.
That's not going to hit it. It missed all of you. It was going for
thank
you
God.
again, Dogsta.
Oh, it says a terrible miss. Well, look at that.
Means you rolled a 1.
Mike, what'd you get?
Hold on.
You see, it really has to put it on big red letters.
So
No.
roll under your
No,
dex.
like-
So here you go, Athena.
Uh-oh.
Roll 3d6 and roll under your dexterity.
Okay, I'm gonna try to figure.
Athena
what's
doesn't have
that
good dexterity, if I remember.
What was that?
So I think Athena doesn't have good dexterity. If
He
I
does
remember.
not.
mean? Okay, so do I press the dice next to dexterity? Is that what you want me to do?
No. You know what? Yeah, actually, let's do that since it's easier. Let's just do that. Never mind.
All right.
Dad.
Uh-oh.
You failed.
I see the big red letters.
You got close though, but you failed. So you swing and you swing wildly, and your sword hits one of the posts on the vineyard, and you drop it, and you fall after it. So you are on the ground.
I'm almost dying. Of course I'm on the ground.
You're in a lot of pain. Mike, you missed, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
And I believe Dogster also went.
Yeah, I got a 10. I did not hit this thing.
All right, initiative, because it missed completely. It went
All
to
right.
go bite. It went to go bite Dogster, but Dogster was not where it thought it
right.
was.
All right. Who's rolling the initiative?
Mike, why don't you do it?
All right. A 3.
You guys go first.
All right. All right. I'll go. Unless
All right.
somebody else, John.
Argo.
No, Mike, why don't you go first? Go ahead.
All right. Nope. 7.
Oh my god, my.
Go ahead, Athena.
All right, since I'm on the ground and I'm like bleeding out, can I just switch it to my my shorebow again?
From this
But-
distance.
Can't, not at close distance.
Yeah,
You
not
can't.
at this distance.
No.
No, so still use the sword.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll do that then. Okay. All right.
You missed.
I suck. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit it. Come on. Oh my god!
Guys, I'm gonna die. Come on.
We've had it's been 15 attacks and a single one hit. Like this is statistically, oh my goodness.
Because we drank too much last night. That's why.
Roll
for
initiative.
yourself.
It missed you, Dogster. It keeps snapping at you, but it does not look like it's in great shape either.
I got a
Uh,
3.
I roll it this time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Erica's.
That's
That's
okay.
it.
Go
All
ahead.
right. I did.
You also got a 3. So I go first. And it goes to snap at Belnar.
Okay.
What's your... no, it missed. It's not doing too great itself. Go ahead. You guys attack.
Okay.
Erica.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Come on, just really? No. AC 10.
I got a 20.
Yes.
Not a natural 20. I just got a 20.
Doesn't matter. You hit.
Please kill this thing.
4 damage.
You only needed 1.
Woo! Thank God.
It had been sitting on 1 hit point. I mean, like, you guys took it down to 1, like, within 2 rounds. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I'll have more of them. Then you guys couldn't hit a damn thing. And it's damage.
15 attacks.
And its damage, just so you guys know, is 2 to 12.
Ugh.
Whoa.
It's 2d6. The first time I rolled a 3, then the second time I rolled a 7.
I go and stab it a little more.
Okay. This thing falls over, and the whole row of netting and posts shake when it hits it.
Still go stab it.
Okay. You stab it a few times. So, interestingly, you put 2 and 2 together and realize these are the multi-legged, scurrying, burrowing creatures.
Kind of figured that.
Yeah. Do we?
And you
guessing
also
that-
know that there's usually more than one.
That's what I was just about to say. Do we see any more holes in the in there?
Well, no, you're just still in the same
In the
row.
ground. Do we see any more holes in the ground around our area?
No, this one climbed over
Okay.
because John
the heck
accidentally hit it.
How the heck do the farmers deal with these things?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
They just see one coming and then like throw another farmhand at it.
Throw a
Run!
pitchfork at it. Throw a pitchfork at it.
That's why they just keep having kids nonstop. It's just like, oh, we lost another 2 today.
That's a horrible way to think of this.
Athena, because she's pretty banged up, and because I don't think we have time to waste, I toss her a potion of healing that I have from one of the excursions that we did. So at least you can get some health back.
Thank you. I'll remember that.
You're at 1. You might want to use that now.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll do
I
it now.
use And while she's doing that, I'm standing guard just to make sure that none of these more giant ants come out and attack her as she's trying to get her healing potion.
How many points do I get back with that?
Good question. I don't know. Hold on now. Look it up.
I'll take you shopping, Doctor.
Of course, our healers aren't here tonight, so that would have helped.
Yeah, we're missing 2 players, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you get 7 points back. It's
Oh, goodness.
It's 2 to 7. It's 1d6 plus 1.
All right, so I'm back to 8. Thank you.
It will also cure paralysis. It will not do both. It will do one or the other. Were you
All right.
paralyzed?
By fear, maybe.
So
I got attached to Athena. I didn't want to lose her.
But she's so clumsy.
She has anger problems.
And she's clumsy.
And she's clumsy. And drinks a little much.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You've obviously lost track of the goblin.
I think we head in the direction where it was running to. Obviously, maybe not so much at a breakneck pace now, but at least in the general vicinity, and
Okay.
look to see if we can kind of maybe pick up the trail again.
Okay.
How far is the fields from where the forest line is? That the field that we're in.
About 30 yards.
Okay.
Not a big distance, but it's big enough that if there was somebody waiting with a bow or a crossbow, they'd get a couple of shots at you. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. So
How heavy is the ant if we try to lift it up, the giant ant?
It's pretty heavy, maybe a couple 100 pounds.
Dang. All right.
What were you thinking?
Just like carrying it in front of us, just to.
Probably not going to work. That would be funny. Maybe get a live one. Everybody grab a leg.
let's see. Well, I think we should get out of this brush area so we don't get ambushed, and I think we should walk around the side and to the forest.
Okay. All right. You're at the clearing. Gonna go cross it.
Ooh, I don't know.
I say, yeah.
Not the clearing. You'd be
Exposed.
crazy. Yeah.
And I'm the reckless one.
Is there anything around the clearing, like anything that we can, like, even if it takes maybe a little bit more time, or even if there's maybe like another route, like maybe like a tunnel or something, or anything where we can kind of like try to cross it without necessarily going out in the open?
No, not really. It would be really. I mean, not really. You'd have to get to the road, take the road into the forest, and then come all the way back. Even then, you're still crossing. To get to the forest, you're still going to be crossing some open fields. There's nothing that goes directly. There's nothing that abuts the forest.
Oh, wow. Can we use our shields and just like?
Yeah, but we can't, like, we wouldn't be able to cover ourselves entirely. Like, we can get like shoulder to shoulder and like kind of just like, rush in. But don't forget, you're actually taller than me and
Belnar.
Yeah.
So you guys should be lucky then, because she'll take the first hits.
Because
Okay.
it sounds like even if we took a long way, we're still gonna be exposed anyway.
It's just we'd have to go so much further out of the way, is what it is. Or at least what it sounds like.
But he said that there's gonna be also some clearing sections.
You would have to go way out of your way. It's not it's almost not worth it.
And there's no rocks around. There is nothing around. I know.
What do you need rocks for?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm tired.
I know what she's thinking. I think she's saying rocks that people could
Hide
maybe
behind
these
it.
goblins can be hiding behind it and just sneak attack us, or maybe more of these ants will pop out from a rock or something.
No, it would not. Don't think it would be possible for anybody to ambush you on the way through the clearing, unless they're in the forest and they're shooting at you.
Okay.
There are no rocks along. It is this clearing is purposefully cleared.
Okay, we know we're gonna get attacked.
Maybe we do go back for the ant and just we all like hold it up in front of us and just charge forward with it. If the three of us carry it, I mean, I know it's going to be pretty heavy. Like, we could probably like.
What's your
Use it as a
strength?
shield.
My strength's not that bad. My strength is mine is a 13.
Mine is a 14.
What's yours?
10.
So
Let's go get the ant.
You two guys could probably do it. You're pretty strong.
All right, let's go. Let's go get the thing.
So yeah, we hop back really quick. We grab the ant, and I go, all right. So here's my idea: we lift it up like in front of us, but also like try to prop it up so it looks like the head is like charged forward, and we just like make a lot of noise and charge forward with the ant, just like.
Okay. You do, and you charge forward, and you're carrying the ant over your head like it's alive, like a Chinese dragon. Chinese New Year dragon.
That's what I was imagining.
And you get to the forest, and you didn't hear any arrow thumps.
Huh.
Better be safe than sorry.
Hey, no argument here. It was amusing to me.
But this ant does have natural armor, correct?
It does have a natural armor.
But it also weighs about 100 pounds, so
Yes.
it's not the
So
kind of thing.
even if something were to hit it, we would not feel it, though.
No, you would hear it at the very
We'd
least.
hear-
You hear like a thunk, 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 thunk.
Right.
Okay.
And you would feel it because it would add extra weight temporarily as it hit.
How
All
heavy? How heavy is the head itself?
That's
It's probably lighter than the thorax.
10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe about 30 pounds. Let's call it 30 pounds.
I want to cut the head off and take the head with us.
Okay.
I have an idea for it.
All right.
oh boy.
You could do it.
Nice.
I'm not gonna put it in a bag or anything. I'm gonna kind of just like
Can I use my sword?
tie it around. Yeah, go ahead. Cut the thing's head off.
Go ahead.
There you go. Oh, splatter.
You now have dismembered the ant.
I
Good.
fasten the head around and whatnot.
I didn't like it.
Okay. All right. So you have the head of an ant.
Here.
It's on my back. It's like it's tied. I have it like bundled up in rope and whatever. It's to my back.
All right. We don't have a bag of holding.
That ant.
No, we do not
Dead
have a
end.
bag of holding.
That ant. That ant.
So we're in the woods. What's the scene? What's it look like?
So the woods are not overly thick. I mean, they are thick. Like you can't see too far into it. But the trees aren't so close together that you can't move. You could move through the forest with relative ease without having to clear a path. And the canopy doesn't block out a lot of the sun, so it doesn't get dark as quickly.
Okay.
You see some leaves on the ground, and you see a definite trail of the goblin that ran through here.
So
I think we follow it. Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have anything I can use for this? All right. I'm gonna use dwarven find traps to see if there's any traps.
You don't see any. You don't think the goblin stopped to set anything up, so started moving. So after walking probably about not too long, about like 15 minutes or so, you come to you start to see more and more rocks. Not too far is a mountain range. You guys had just come from there, but so this is definitely leading towards that. And as you start to approach these rocks, you hear voices from beyond the rocks.
Are they in Goblinoid? Because I speak Goblinoid.
They are
As do I.
Goblinoid, but they're too far away to hear. But you can see around the rock, maybe another 20 yards or so, and then down slope from where you guys are, you see 5 hobgoblins, a goblin, and a human.
The human is Bobby's father. Those are the goblins that took him.
No, the human does not look tied up.
Okay.
This human is wearing leather armor and has a sword belt.
Interesting. So this human has control over these hobgoblins?
Seems like it looks like they listen to the goblin and then they go back to talking to each other and they kind of kick the goblin away. But
all right. Wait, it's a goblin or a human?
There's
said there's
5 hobgoblins, a goblin, and a human.
A goblin, okay.
And 2 horses. But the horses aren't. They're not bantering.
Okay.
They're just sitting.
Are we
there.
sure?
Yeah.
They're just eating grass and doing what horses normally do.
Yeah, swatting flies.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. And I was gonna say at this time, we're gonna leave it here.
Okay.
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 With 9 minutes left, I don't think you guys should jump into whatever you're gonna do next. And give John 2 weeks to think of what he's gonna do with that ant head.
No, I know what I'm going to do with the ant head. It's just finding the opportunity to do it. So.
Oh, all right. Well, then I can't wait to find out what you're gonna do with that ant head.
Me too. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it does. It definitely sounds like fun.
It does. It does.
I like it.
I have a question, and it's
Sure.
Can you buy potions in town? Is that something you can do? Like healing potions or no?
Dogster, can you buy healing potions in the town?
Well, okay, hold on a second. Are we establishing that we can or cannot? Because, like, I know just in terms of like regular old school D&D, I thought that in older versions, magic items was just in general harder to come by.
No, it's in newer versions that they're harder to come by.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, older versions they're easier to come by.
So,
Okay.
Rich, what I'm thinking is the bigger towns will have them. The smaller towns won't.
So, are you saying that your city is big enough to have them?
Here's what I would say. I'm going to say that there is a way to get magic items in town, but you can't buy them.
So what about no, but specifically, and I'm okay if we take this case by case. Specifically, healing potions.
Yes.
Yes.
But again, you cannot buy them.
Okay.
Can you trade for them?
There is a disgruntled magic user who will begrudgingly part with them, but in exchange for doing odd jobs and whatever else you can convince him to part with.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
I like it. I like that idea too.
All right.
Okay, that's something I just wanted to keep in mind.
Disgruntled magic user. Got it. I got it. And that's what we're gonna do. We'll build our world as we go, and you guys will help build it.
All right.
Oh, I don't have an ending scene. All right, talk for like 3 minutes. I'm gonna create an ending scene.
No. So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and we will
Rich,
probably have.
Let them know.
Do you want me to talk about that then?
Either one of you, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. You can talk about it.
All right. So originally, this weekend, the Thread Raiders were supposed to be doing a charity event for the people of Australia with the wildfires, but unfortunately, with the COVID, that got canceled. They are still doing the event though. The event is still going on. It's actually going on right now. They are going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube, I believe, Rich.
They post their stuff to YouTube after the event. They
After
stream
the
to
event, okay.
Twitch.
But it will be on Twitch. There will be stuff that is going to be not streamed. There's just going to be breakout rooms like we have with our expo. It's going to be just like our expo, only they're going to go a little bit later on Sunday. So it's about 2.5 days full of just gaming. They have panels and everything. Check them out on Twitter at the Thread Raiders.
Awesome.
And
I will be hosting and playing tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
I will be playing at 12 o'clock tomorrow on a Twitch stream, and also 4:30 Sunday on one of those breakout rooms.
Awesome. Oh, they're doing breakout rooms too? Good.
Yes, they are doing. I think they are doing some breakout rooms. That stuff that's not going to be streamed.
Okay, excellent.
At least my game is. I know my game is not going to be streamed, but so I'm assuming they are.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for everybody who joined us throughout the evening. I look forward to this in 2 more weeks. We'll have a couple more of our players back. They can come traipsing through the forest after you guys.
Yes.
All right.